In the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Klein. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Dropping back, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Haynes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And into the end end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
7, Michigan 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback will keep it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that can throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over the Stallions. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the afterburners. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
14, Michigan 10.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Moore. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw again. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. On the move. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to it. Ball is out behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down mark. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
To throw, it's Sellers. Now improvising. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Wants to fire on second down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Sellers. Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's McCulley. Rushes on him. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's McCulley. Starting to feel a little pressure. Grab near the marker, it's Underwood. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they're...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Here we go. Powers forward. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5.
That keeps the score. South Carolina, 21. Michigan, 16.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Makes the catch inside the 40. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Michigan offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the... Turning it on! Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown Wolverines! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Using his feet to buy time. He's got him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll immediately call timeout. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his his feet. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over the Stallions. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Wolverine. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after them.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback keeps it. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads it downfield. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
On the direct snap, it's Haynes. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. Get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up by 28 over Tulsa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Throwing right. He makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
Well, those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over. And nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
42.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the... Fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Cake will be baked. Power football with the run. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Now, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff